Hi guys, this is Team Hard Counter. We're doing a deck profile for you today. This came second in the London Regionals. What did you play?
I played Geargia. It was a pretty good event. It wasn't really. I'm lying. It was terrible. They turned away like 50 people. They turned away like 50 people. They didn't do a top 8, but I went 6-1, only losing to the guy that went 7-0, and I got deck mat. I got the mat in the box, so I can't complain. No. And I got invited to Euros.
Stingy fuck, man.
Yeah, and alright. I'm going to go forward. Free armor, obviously. Free arsenal. Some people don't play free. I don't know why. It's Geargia. Just play free.
Just play free.
Free accelerator, obviously. These two?
Some Mark II, so I guess that's no macro then.
No, I don't play macro. I didn't want to hurt my consistency versus Rabbit and wind-ups. I figured that, like, my entire build is just for Rabbit and wind-ups because I didn't think I'd see that many Atlanteans with, like, how popular and how cheap Rescue Rabbit is. And it ups my consistency loads. It allows me to go into all the level 3s that I need. Makes me make Soul. Lets me make Leviair versus wind-ups so I can take their banished rat or rabbit, and just kind of shut down their play for next turn. Overall, it's just a really good card.
There were a lot of wind-ups there as well.
Yeah.
There was. And that's what I played all day, so I can't really complain.
I phased out during that, but I'm sure it was a good explanation.
It's Karakuri Geargia, if you haven't guessed by now. Here we go. Just the free tuners, simple as that. And I play Birdman. This card lets me explode, and there's nothing else this deck can run that lets you do that, apart from maybe limiter removal, but that's just not viable right now. It lets you go off, obviously the loops by now, if you looked at the deck before. It lets you, it's even good to do just first turn, if you can, just put it on the board. If you have any back row, just put the Stardust and the 2 Karakuri synchros on the board, and usually you can kind of just grind down your opponent from that, especially if you've drawn a road. Like, if you've drawn a road, then you can just make, like, Scrap Dragon, and then you just won. Like, it's stupidly good. And then Gorz. This won me a bunch of games. It's just there. Not many people expect it. I don't know why. I don't know what people were walking into it. They might have just been bad players, but they were walking into it and then just didn't have anything to deal with it.
Better.
Once they got through like my armor and like a set back row, they just attacked straight into a Gorz, and it was just like, I've added off armor now. And I've got advantage, and I've got Gorz on the field. So it's just, I think it's stable anyway.
Is that your only hand trap?
I don't play any hand traps. I don't really classical as a hand trap. I don't play Beta or Maxi. I don't think they're needed. Maxi is good, but I'm not playing the Machina version, so it's not like I need a bunch of cards to discard for Fortress. And with Gorz being my only cards that I can like actually drop, I just didn't like it. It might seem a bit contradictive with some of the cards I play. Later on, I'll explain it, but I just don't like the card that much. It's just personal preference. I don't want to draw any dead cards. But I'm already playing the tuners anyway. I just don't want to draw anything more. Because there were matches where I was drawing like 2 tuners and just losing. It really sucked, but that's what you get when you play with the deck. I just didn't want to play any more dead cards. Onto spells. 2 Pot of Duality. Some people don't play this only because of Arsenal first turn. Obviously, the only logical solution here is if you have an Arsenal and a Pot of Duality, you obviously just use the Arsenal and keep the Pot of Duality for next turn. It helps you get out of hands when you have like tuners and you can't do anything. It just adds the combo pieces. Edgy traps, like it helps mill through your deck, and you already thin your deck fast full of monsters. So most times it's going to be a choice from 3 spells or traps, and that's can kind of just give you what you need. It's really good. Obviously, the worst case situation with Pot of Duality is you don't have a Geargia armor, or you don't have a Geargia arsenal, and then you reveal the arsenal off the Pot of Duality, and that sets you back a turn. But you didn't have it anyway, so you can't really complain.
I suppose.
Then free MST. I think it's really good. I don't know why people would drop it. It's just good. Let's put it that way.
It's good.
I only play 1 month. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Why?
I'm not playing any like Thunder Kings, or I'm not playing the Machina version where I need to save my like fortress. The only card that this is really like specifically really good for is for saving a Gear Gigant X. Because you put 2 cards into making the Gigant X, and if it doesn't go off, you're like, oh. And
Wow.
if they have a bottomless or a TT for it, you're just like, oh shit. I only play one of these because I don't want to. When testing with 2, if I ever drew 2 lances, that was it. Like, the game was just over, and it's as simple as that. I just didn't want to. The card's good. I just didn't want to draw multiple copies ever. I didn't ever want to risk it, and I didn't want to play 41. I just wanted to keep it nice and normal. And then 3. I'm not playing macro, so Pot of Duality is a staple. Pot of Avarice is a staple.
Pot of Duality staple now, is it?
I didn't play Book of Moon or Mind Control or anything like that. Book of Moon's a good card, and sure, you might say, I can flip cards face down and then protect my armor, or use armor's effect again if you lose.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't get rid of monsters, and it doesn't get rid of Thunder King. It flips it down, but then you have to kill through their back row, and sometimes it's just not a good option, and sometimes you just end up wasting a card. It's just like traps, 2 bottomless, staple, pretty much. Like, nothing to say about that. 2 compulse. Some people aren't playing this at all now. I think the card's really good. It's really good for wind-ups. It's like a card that's never going to be dead, apart from maybe something random like agents or something. Even then, it has uses. But luckily I didn't really play any agents all day, so you can just top it, flip it up, make laggy and negate, get rid of Zenmaines, you get rid of Tiras, get rid of anything that's going to kill your armor. It's pretty good. The only problem with it is it doesn't get rid of Thunder King, because then you just summon it next turn. But if you can go off, you can go off. Yeah. It helps you go off. You mount it to hand, you can go off. It's terrible, but like if it lets you win the game,
it's terrible, but sometimes terribly good.
Yeah, should be. I think so.
Okay, we'll go to Spa before we get back.
Cool.
3.
I'll get the
yeah.
I'll
3.
just do yours now.
3D Prison. I'm not playing any TTs or any Mirror Forces. I am terrified of Starlight Road every time I have Mirror Force or TT, and I just don't want to risk playing it. Yeah, pretty much. I know loads of people. I think loads of people should be playing it.
I'm
scared
of Starlight Road.
It's OP, and I
hate playing Mirror Force.
I just don't want to risk it. So this card again is single target. Gets rid of. You mad, bro. Gets rid of Thunder
Get back to
King.
chemistry work.
Gets rid of.
The person that said that has lost to Starlight Road.
Yeah. Gets rid of
I think Starlight
Tiras.
Road's amazing. It's not a big.
Gets rid of Tiras. It's everything. And once they know you're playing this, they won't risk attacking with the Zenmaines or anything like that, or a Sangan. So you can like if you just have one set and they know you're playing Deep Prison, they just want to attack. So you can save life points and stuff. Just have simple things like that. The card's really good. Yeah, even Simmers too. And you have Gorz in hand. It's like, oh wow.
Oh.
And then.
You're in back row,
And then Solemn Brigade.
Solemn Brigade.
Solemn Brigade.
That's what they're called now.
We've been called that for years.
Shut up.
Yeah. Starlight Road. Like I said, most people should be playing this. I think.
It's funny how your cards have been stolen.
It lets you like walk into TT. Like it's as simple as that. You can walk into TT.
Good encouragement for good plays.
Yeah, I know.
Walk
it's
into
not good.
things.
It's not good for the game, but it's just people walk into it. It just works like that. The thing with this deck is if you go off and they have a back row and nothing happens, you're probably just going to make a Stardust if you can't win the game. So the Mirror Force isn't going to do anything anyway, but it's just there for TT when you're trying to go off, or Dark Hole when you make... If you have this and another back row, and you do the loop, you end with a Scrap Dragon, a 2-8 Burrito, and a Bure, and you set this in the other card, and there's nothing they can do. Like, unless they're playing Insectors or something random like that, and your other cards sound good, it's really hard for them to come back, because the Scrap Dragon can just pop something, Burrito can turn himself to defense, draw a card, and then Bure can swap him back. It just gives you the kind of security you need. It's a really stupid card. One Trap Stun as a tech. This was really good. It just helps you go off. Same as Starlight Road. I would never play 2 Trap Stun or 2 Starlight Road. That's just terrible. So one of each seems fine with me. I didn't really draw it. I didn't really dead draw it at all the whole weekend. So yeah.
It was great. Yeah, I didn't draw it.
No, dead draw it.
Oh, dead draw.
I didn't dead draw it.
Okay.
The times I could use it to power through something, or attack over something, or get rid of a Zenmaines or something like that. It's really important. It's a good card. I would only really use it in this deck. It's an okay card to side, but it's pretty good in the main deck, I think. You can just go off. Simple as that. And then this card. I saw it when looking through a bunch of commons, and I figured, I'm just gonna try this out, and I tested with it a lot. And if you have this and an armor, and like they have to make Dolka and attack into a face down. If they know you're playing Geargias and they want to get rid of that armor, they're gonna have what? They're gonna have a lance. They're gonna have Leviair. It changes how your opponent thinks, and it's a card you can top for Shockmaster as well. If they go first, you see you playing Geargias. They're not gonna first turn call traps, obviously. So you draw this. You're like, okay, set my armor, and then they call traps. You flip up Waboku, and it gives you a turn to come back, unless they really want to like get rid of that armor, and they make no, they make thingy. What's it called? Fucking wind up level 5. Zenmaines, yeah. If they make Zenmaines, that's the only thing they can do. And if they make Zenmaines, I'm gonna flip this up anyway. So I only have one card, and they have to get rid of one of theirs. And I have a turn where I can live. I've got 4 cards, or 5 when I draw in my hand, and it kind of gives me a way to come back.
If they flip it up,
pretty good.
Not playing Starlight Road anyway.
This card just. I'm not talking about Starlight Road.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Plus, no one expected to see it.
This, no one ever will expect this card unless it becomes like staple for the deck.
Actually procs this for the second and third.
You've obviously changed the game.
No. This it's really good. Like every time I had this in an armor, I would just come out on top. It's so good. Just it saves you for a turn if you need it. And obviously, like they attack. If they attack, you have this Waboku. You flip it up when they attack. You get your armor. You get it add to hand. And then next turn, you set it, flip it up again. You've got 2 searches for armor for free. And it's just like, Jesus. I think this deck isn't too bad. With Dino Rabbit being so popular, not many people expect Geargia. Like round 2, I was versus this guy. He went tour guide into Sangan and end. So I set a Waboku in my armor. He didn't really know what he was playing. He could have been playing anything really. He summoned a Guiver, and I'm like, okay. And he attacks into my face down, thinking, it's a Sangan or it's just something randy, and it's just like armor. Yeah. And literally from that, I win. I won the game because of it, because that extra add to hand just let me go off next turn. And then it's the same principle with playing Waboku. The card's just really good. Like I think this should be staple in Geargia, at least Karakuri Geargia anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say that's as much as I want to do a 10-minute analysis on Waboku.
Card's OP, man. Card's OP. Extra deck.
Card of the week.
1 Utopia. Fuck it. 1 Gigant X. I only actually have one. There were a couple of times I needed a second, but it was risky to go into, to say the least, because this you can use to bait out back row, but when you only have one, it's kind of like, and even if I had a second, I don't know what I'd cut. It's Gigant X.
So straight answer, would you play a second if you had a second?
I don't know. I'd have to test. Because throughout the entire tournament, I only needed a second one like twice, max, and it was in losing games anyway. So I don't know. One was okay for me. We're going to a regional tomorrow. This is filmed quite a long time afterwards, so I'll see you then. And then if it will,
I'll see you then.
No, so I'll see you then. If I need the second one. God, Sean.
I don't listen. I'll face out. Terrible cameraman.
One Fairy King. This card was okay. The only times I really went into it was versus windups. I made it versus Terrace just to sack over.
Yeah.
Like really good. Yeah, that wouldn't have done anything. It could be a second Gigant. I think this card's really good. Lets you attack into Gorz, and then you have something to overlay into to like make the Gorz useless, pretty much. The card is good. You bet. This card's good. I think I don't know if it's stable. It's just personal preference. I think it's really good. And then Pap, Maestroke, staples.
Yeah.
Those are my only level 4s. I don't play Dweller or Cowboy. I don't play Dweller. What's that? A little whisper?
Yeah, it's what he's about to say.
I don't play Dweller because A, I don't have one. B, I tested with it.
Yeah, I want to play
like proxied it and stuff, and every time I wanted to go into it, it was just like they had an out to it.
It's only good for one turn anyway.
It has
1700.
Yeah, exactly. It's not game changing. Sure, it can be if you have a bunch of cards on the field anyway, but you're already in a winning situation by then. And with this deck, you should have back row anyway to back it up if you're making such a commitment on the field.
If you're gonna play one, you said you expect to lose to Mermails anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I just figured lose first game to Mermails, side in macros, and hope that I can hope for the best. I figured that I wouldn't even play that many Mermails anyway, to be honest. I didn't play Cowboy anyway. I would have played that over Dweller, like I just said. But there just isn't room for it. Obviously, I could drop Fairy King for it. But
no, Fairy King's too big.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good. Cowboy has.
There's so many people picking up.
Cowboy has random uses. Like Fairy King has a solid purpose in the extra deck. What does fucking Thingy do? What does Cowboy do? It's just there for Brandy Bird and it's just dumb. Now this is probably where people can like poke at the deck. I'm playing 3 level 4s.
So I would poke it, but
I'm playing 3 level 4s, no Leviathan, no Acid Golem. When the only way I can make them are Birdman, my MK-II, and the level 3 Karakuri tuner, which is it's kind of playing 4 cards for that is pretty bad. But yeah, Soul is incredible. This card it just either baits out back row, baits out Thunder King. There are so many times when you can attack over things as well, and people don't realise it. You can just if you just man up, go into it. If it goes off and it's not a bottomless, and you can attack over something that's like incredible, like momentum change in the game.
I don't even know it does.
It's really good.
Like stop their back row and then attack.
Yeah, some people didn't even know. Like good players didn't even know about this card. It's like what? It's stupid. Even in wind-ups. So that's the reason why I play Soul. Leviair. I play this over Leviathan. I don't actually have. You'll look at this and you'll be like, no. You'll look at this and you'll be like, okay, so you have level 3s. Why would anyone ever Thunder King to like stop any of these? And that's a fair point. But it's not. I don't waste my MK for that. I don't use it as a Thunder King negate. If I have to, it's Soul when they have a back row in defense, which allows me to stall out for a couple of turns. The next turn I can do it on the other back row if they're setting it. Well, it stops them setting, or it makes them set another 2. It lets me kind of control how they play the game. As for having nothing to get rid of Thunder King, there are plenty of times when making Maestroke or Soul would make them negate. I don't know why, they must just have had nothing in hand. But it worked out on the day. I didn't really miss Leviathan at all. And Leviair was it's just overall much better. It just does more. Leviair's good versus wind-ups immensely. You know, take their rabbit. Like, it's simple as that. Yeah. And then Tempo, cards broke. If you don't play it, you're a retard. And Zenmaines, staple, obviously. And then the Synchros, Scrap Dragon, they're just normal Synchros. Obviously I'm playing a bunch of tuners. These are easy to make, everything's level 4, there are 2 tuners at level 4, and then there's 2 tuners at level 7. 2 tuners at level 7? 2 tuners at level 3, so let me make that. And then the Karakuris, these are staple. Some people play 2 of these instead, but I play Birdman, so I have to run 2 of these. And then side deck, 3 macros. Sometimes on side 2, the card's good versus what it's there for. It's good versus Mermails and Insectors. It's pretty much stable, and if you're not maining it, 2 Snowman Eater. These would go in versus Dino Rabbit, I suppose. There were some times when I didn't want to do it just because I either won the first game and I didn't want to like set myself back a turn by setting some in. But the card's good. Snowman Eater, it does what you want it to do. It gets rid of Thunder Kings if they side in. They're obviously going to side out their macros, so it just gets rid of stuff. 2 Soul Taker. These are for Randy matchups. That was same reason, but when it has more uses. If I played Heroes, if I played Chaos Dragons, those are 2 decks that you actually struggle immensely with, because Chaos Dragon monsters are just so big, and Heroes just so big, and Heroes they main Thunder King anyway, and they're shining. It's good versus most things. If like I wanted to side out a Wabokus for these, that's a straight swap. That's 2 for 2. This card's good when you're going second. I would never really side it in if I was going first. It's just pointless, I think, unless they're playing about 3 Thunder Kings and a bunch of Randy dirty cards. I think it's stable for side deck. And then 2 Thunder Kings. I'm playing the Karakuri version, so it's not the same as Machina, where I can kind of pace the game at my own rate. This is needed versus some other decks. Like I played versus Machina Gadget round 5 or 6, I think. And I played just some of this and just won the game. Simple as that. It's a good card.
There was a good ruling on that game.
What? Oh, let's not get into rulings on the day. I think Thunder King.
Let's not distract Kevin anymore.
Necessary.
It's lucky he still won.
There you go. Yeah, no. 2 Rivalry. Some play 3. Some also play Gozens as well. This is best versus Rabbit, and it's best versus Wind-Up. Card's
Fucking
good.
rivalry.
It's OP, man.
Fucking hate it.
It's mad.
Wonder why.
2 Pot of
He's better than you,
Diner. Again, some people don't expect this. If you said it, they might just think it's an armor. Try to swing over it with anything. So many bad people side stuff like this in verse like wind-ups and like
Diner Rabbit.
Diner
Pan the
Rabbit
camera.
and
Why
stuff.
would you not side it against Wind-Up?
Oh my god.
Because they have rabbits. It's 1/4. It's not good.
No, you don't summon it, you set it.
You're just assuming that the player's
Have you
bad.
seen the defense
Yeah.
anyway?
Yes.
It's fat in 100.
1-3.
Yeah.
Rabbit still kills it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
I
problem.
know, but
You
It's-
just
when they
expected
already-
them to
when
have
they
the
already
midget.
have
This is for Randy decks like Chaos Dragons and stuff like that.
It's bad.
It's only good.
It's good against bad people.
Pretty much. That
you know,
sums
people,
cards up
people are going to
perfectly.
think it's a fossil diner.
You've just played bad people.
Okay.
If you draw this and you have no other monsters, you're like,
It's
damn.
network.
So you either keep this in your hand forever, or you set it to block some life points, and it's useless. Like, people, if they have Rabbit, and they're poking you, and you're poking, and you draw this, you're like, okay, what do I do with it? I can't set it. Do I keep it in my hand? By then it's going to be too late, because they will have gamed me by then.
Fuck all shit.
It's just
Yeah.
like, hey.
Get fucking out.
And if I don't have back row with this, it's absolutely useless.
Take it.
Right.
Again, this was in there what it's for. It helped me beat Dragoonities, which I played round 1. Yeah.
Wow.
Dirty. This versus him, just poke, and then threw back row.
Win.
It literally it won the game because of that, and I'm glad I have it in there. It's not for wind-ups, it's not for Rabbit, it's for Randy non-meta decks.
Yeah.
And then last 2 Dust Tornadoes. It's good for us Atlanteans. It's good versus Rabbit if you need to get rid of it. It's good versus Randy decks as well.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be honest, there is loads of back row.
Customize great, simple as.
It's a good card. Yeah. And that is everything.
That's everything. Oh,
Token.
good. And a token.
And a token. It's
A token.
It's nice.
Did
It won
the
the
token win you any games?
Yeah, it won me loads of games because you put this on there and they're just like, oh, so you play Gorz? I'm just like, maybe. And then they're just scared because you have Gorz there.
Yeah.
And then you have a token, and then they don't attack directly.
Okay, you're taking the joke bit.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
It's not a
Okay,
joke.
okay.
It's serious.